Hello and welcome to Winging It with Manly Man Matt. That's me. You'll be wondering why I'm not wearing the hat. I decided not to wear it today for some reason. I don't know why, don't ask me, I'm not going to tell you. Anyway, let's get to it while I scratch my nose. Alright, so today we have the Gold Coast Titans. They are on the bye week, so let's talk about them. As it is a Sunday, it's game day for Manly. We're versing the Roosters. Come on, Manly. But yeah, we're going to talk about the Gold Coast Titans because they are on the bye week and how they're going, how they impact us, all that other kind of juicy stuff. Anyway, so Gold Coast Titans. Formed on the Gold Coast. I think they're like the fourth iteration of this club. I know there's been the Gold Coast Giants, Seagulls, Chargers. Yeah, I think that's it. It's the fourth club that they've tried to put in. I remember going to a bunch of Seagulls games. My dad used to take me because we lived on the Gold Coast back then. So yeah, got to see Wally Lewis play and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, it was quite fun. I don't know. I barely remember it. I remember walking around on the stadium on the ground once. I don't know. Anyway, rambling. Anyway, so yeah, they were formed in I think 2008. Anyway, they've haven't really done much. They've achieved I think one semi-final. Like they've gotten to a semi, and that's about it. But yeah, they haven't really done too much. But anyway, their player movements for 2024. Jeez, sorry, 2024. That time's gone so quickly. But anyway, so their gains. They've got Palacia from the Broncos, good young player. Hopefully will turn out to be a superstar in the making, and he'll stay with the coast with Tino and Brimson and hopefully David Fafita. Their losses, though, on the other hand, they didn't really have too much. They lost Toby Sexton last year to the Bulldogs, and they lost I don't know how to say I don't know how to say his name. McCarley. I don't know. To the Cowboys. Yeah. So apart from that, I mean, like Aaron Booth retired. Yeah, not too much really when you think about it. But anyway, so the Gold Coast Titans, how are they relevant to Manly? We've got a bit of a rivalry with them nowadays. DC backflipped. Backflipped on the Titans a few years ago. Signed a deal and then went, nah. I remember I lived there. I lived like near the Gold Coast at the time, and I did volunteer work for the Titans at the time. Yeah, I wasn't much well liked after that. Yeah, it was kind of strange. Like, yeah, I had a good friend who I worked with who was a massive Titan supporter, and she was not the greatest to deal with at that time as well. Especially when they signed him, they were like, "Oh yeah, we've just taken your best player and you're losing Foreign," because Foreign was going to go. I think he was going to it's either the Eels or the Bulldogs, but yeah, he was going there, and I'm thinking to myself, far out, we've just lost both our halves. I'm like, really? And then DC went, yeah, no, I'm going to come back, and I was cheering. Anyway, we haven't really done too much since, but anyway, I mean, we did make top 4 one year, but yeah. So, that's pretty much the rivalry. Anytime Manly play the Titans, especially up there, every time DC gets the ball, he gets relentlessly booed. He also plays for Queensland Maroons, and you know, a lot of people were booing him for it, but I think he's somewhat won the Maroons supporters back. But anyway, so that's pretty much their rivalry with us. We've had a couple of interesting games. I think there was one where Manly were up by a bunch and then Titans came back and won it. That was about a year or so ago, I think. But yeah, they've got the bye this week, so we don't have to face them. But anyway, they got horrendously trounced by the Dragons last week, which was not very good. I don't know if you guys can hear a plane going overhead, but there is a plane. But yeah, they got trounced by the Dragons. The Dragons looked ruthless, and the Titans looked like they just didn't have any claws or teeth or whatever. You know, it's just they didn't have any attacking edge. But yeah, hopefully this bye week will turn it around. I mean, they do have the Bulldogs next weekend, so that should be a good opportunity. The Bulldogs haven't been good the last 2 weeks. I'll get more into that in the review. I was going to say preview, but the review on Monday. Yeah, so tomorrow. So yeah, that's the Titans. The Titans have the Bulldogs next week. They got a bye this week. They're not the greatest team in the world. They have a pretty big rivalry with Manly. They've lost a few players here and there, but yeah, it's really sad because I do like the Titans. I really wish they would do a very better job at their job. But yeah, it's very sad. I really want them to win. Like, I really do. Like, they're probably, honestly, I've picked out, like, I want to do a list, right, of the clubs that I love the most to the clubs that I love the least. And Manly would be at the top. So I've got the first 3 positions. I've got Manly, I've got Melbourne, because Melbourne would be my team if like it's a holding a pen. But yeah, Melbourne would be my team if they were a thing when I first started by watching the league. I'm trying to say entered the league, but they entered the league. Yeah. So it'd be Manly, Melbourne, and then the Gold Coast, because yeah, I've lived near there. I used to work nights, so I could never go see a Broncos game, even though I don't really like the Broncos. So I'd go to the Gold Coast games and watch them. So it was always fun travelling down to Seabus Super Stadium. They've got a very good game day thing. The stadium is it's not huge, but it's not small either. It fits I think around about 25 to 30,000 people. It reminds me of Parramatta's CommBank Stadium, if anyone's ever been there. But yeah, it's very good. Like, there's not a bad seat in the house. Like, I've sat before. I'll see if I can bring up a photo. But yeah. But yeah, it's been there's not a bad seat in the house. Like, I was sitting right at the top, right in the corner, right at the top, and I could still see everything. It was great. Like, you go to something like a core stadium and you just can't see. So the Titans have got a very good stadium, to say the least. They just don't have the best team at the moment. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I enjoy it. I do want to go back to another game. I don't know if Manly are playing the Titans at Gold Coast, but I might try and go up there for it. But yeah, but apart from that, it's pretty much a rundown of the Titans. They're not that great. They're not that great at all. But anyway, I'll be back for the Monday's video, which will be the review. Cannot wait for that. There's been some already cracking games. Oh my gosh, the ending to the Storm game. Oh, but anyway, I won't get into that. Anyway, also like to say I got 2 new tattoos today, Friday. So got a little bat, and I got a little, I can't see it there, but it's upside down, but it's a little rabbit creature, I think, holding a cleaver. Went to the tattoo expo, got them done. Anyway, don't know why I showed you. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, kick a ball, hug a loved one, absolutely yell at the Titans, because, if you're a Titans fan, you don't really want to be. But anyway, catch you all later. Peace out.